his feelings, he called me to tell me it's over again. He sent him money again. Nigga, a dummy again. He think I'll play him again.
That's Ruby Rose. She clearly has a song talking about dudes being dumb, sending her money, not getting anything in return, right? Well, one of her OnlyFans subscribers got a tattoo, sent her a bunch of money.
What? What the fuck?
She's aired out her number one OnlyFans subscriber. Now, you might be thinking, why would she do that? Why would she air out somebody who's supporting her? And it's because dude basically was using his money to try to control her, to manipulate her. He was popping up and showing up at places where she was at. He knew a lot of information about her, and she aired him out. The number one OnlyFans subscriber repeatedly texted her with no response. So Rose shared a series of text messages on Twitter. They were from someone labeled Brandon Weird OF Fan, OnlyFans, who continued to pledge his love to her and said he hopes to marry her in the future.
Emotional damage.
Yes, because he got the answer, which is no, he's not going to be getting close to her ever again. And the reason why this is funny is because dude dropped a whole rack. He dropped a rack plus. There is not a single other person in the world as perfect as you are, he wrote. You could be my queen. I could be your king. I would give you anything you could ever wish for. We can even have a one-sided, open-end relationship where you can do whatever you want as long as I know that at the end of the day, you come home to me and are only with me. Wow.
Simping activate.
I have never felt this way about anyone. I want to marry you. I want to have a family with you. I want to only be with you. I would quit everything and give up everything just for you. So you might think, well, based off what this guy is saying, men have said this to me and I found it flattering. Here's the issue. So just like with people using the YouTube app as a dating site, okay, just like people using the YouTube app, Facebook, Instagram, they're sliding in DMs, they're going on panels and hanging out after the live stream's over with, texting, emailing, doing all that stuff, using social media as a dating spot. People are trying to do the same thing with OnlyFans, even though they're paying to subscribe to people. This is someone who's never met Ruby Rose, never went on a date with her, only was subscribed to her content, and the infatuation that he had with her was so extreme it creeped her out. Because other women who have OnlyFans, they'll actually meet their subscribers, go on dates and turn it into something meaningful, especially if this dude's got some money and he comes at her and pushes all the right buttons. He continued, I have never felt this way about anyone. I want to marry you, I want to have a family with you, I want to be only with you. I would quit everything and give up everything just for you. Sir, you realize that if you quit everything, you're not going to be able to have any money to afford the lifestyle that she's accustomed to.
Pays to win, still loses.
Yeah, so he also says, I will do anything for you to love me. I will give you everything I have just for the chance that you never leave me. See, this is where it gets crazy. Because again, this is a one-sided thing, according to Ruby Rose. This is all one-sided. And with it being one-sided, this dude is professing his love. He's just like Ted on that show, How I Met Your Mother, where he went on the first date with Robin and he's talking about some I love you. In time, when you get to know someone and you both develop feelings, you can kind of go down that road of loving someone or expressing your love for them. But just coming out and just saying, I love you, a phrase that's supposed to be meaningful, just kind of throwing it out there all willy-nilly, it's very, very creepy. It's very, very creepy. And he says, I want you to be with me forever. In my eyes, I've never seen or known something that I am so sure will be perfect. Okay. And we're going to go through the text messages. Before going through them, I will say that this dude spent $62,000 and he also got her face tattooed
overkill.
When it comes to OnlyFans, it's understood that the platform is made for adult film stars or people who are celebrities or people who just want to sell stuff or whatever. The fact that dude spent $62,000 when he could have just got to know her, maybe fixed himself up, changed himself, improved himself. He probably could have shot his shot and maybe have had a chance. You never know. But the way he went about it, in a somewhat of a fan way and a creepy way, that's what got him rejected. I mean, dude put a tattoo of Ruby Rose's face on his body. She actually was out and about, and he just so happened to quote unquote bump into her. And that's where they took the photo right then and there. She didn't know that he was crazy at the time or that he was planning on getting a tattoo of her on him. Now, there's a lot of people in the NFL and NFL fans, NBA fans. They get tattoos of LeBron James on them. They get tattoos of celebrities on them. They do that stuff. And there's people who will say the stuff that he does, other people do, and it's not considered creepy. This is where it gets creepy. All of the messages. So we're going to slow it down. We're going to slow this puppy on down. This is Ruby Rose's phone. She has him labeled as Brandon Weird OnlyFans fan. He types, "What you doing tonight? Why aren't you answering me? I thought we had a genuine connection." There's a simp born every day.
Unfrickin' believable.
Why aren't you answering me? I thought we had a genuine connection. Why are you ignoring me after all the money that I have given you to show you that I am only loyal to you and how much I love and appreciate and adore you? How dare you not answer me? I see you actively posting on your Instagram story and you have not answered me once. You are making me very mad. I treated you like a princess and you won't even take the time to respond to me. I will not tolerate this. Uh-oh. This is where it gets crazy. One person could say that, oh, he's being nice. He's giving this money to be nice, to be friendly, but he's not doing it. He's giving all the money because he's wanting to be controlling. And unfortunately, Ruby Rose has said that she's flattered about the tattoo. Tap my face on you so I know it's real. Even though she's being nice, from a creator, from a celebrity point of view, it could be said that she's leading him on. We normal people know that when someone comes to you like a fan, you can have respect and have fun and admiration with them as a fan. But this is not going in a friendly fashion because it's creepy. Based off the text messages. She even says hashtag flattered. He took his infatuation to the next level and made his love permanent by getting a portrait of Ruby Rose's face tattooed on his leg. Quote, "I have a surprise to show you, my commitment. I know you will love it. It's almost done. I can't wait to show you. Surprise. It almost took 3 hours." Rose joked in her response on Twitter, "Tap my face on you so I know it's real." Brandon appears to be the same fan who, quote unquote, ran into Ruby Rose when she revealed he dropped $62,000 on her OnlyFans. "I ran into my number one spender on OnlyFans," she wrote alongside a pair of images, with one of the images revealing that it to be the spender. That's him right here. So according to the text messages, he's pushed that figure close to 6 figures by spending another $30,000. Since he thought the duo, quote, had something genuine and real. Rose initially joined OnlyFans in 2020 and reportedly made more than $100K within 48 hours. Dude has dropped a total of $92,000. Now, you might think it's sweet, you might think it's cute and it's cool, but basically, he's wanting something in return for being sweet and being cool. He's not just wanting to just do this out the kindness of his heart or as a fan. He's wanting something in return. He's wanting to have a relationship. He's wanting to control her. And this is where it gets somewhat dangerous because the fact that this same guy who dropped all this money just so happened to quote unquote run into her, and he knew where she was going to be at because she's always posting her location. One of these guys off the internet, they can get the wrong idea, especially after spending all that money. It goes from a, let's just say, content creator and fan perspective of someone admiring your work, admiring what you do, to someone trying to control you, and someone feeling like they own you and them wanting to unalive you if things don't go their way. So he had to have been stalking her for him to quote unquote run into her, stalking her social media, seeing all the locations that she was at, and using that as a way to put himself in the right place at the right time. So he's been just texting her one-sided text saying, I promise that I love you and only for you. I don't care about your followers, your fans, your money. I only want you. You are the best thing that ever happened to me. I know that we only met for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. They only met for 5 minutes, and dude just went crazy. Yeah. I cannot stop thinking about it. And you were magnificent. It was almost like it was out of a movie. When I first saw you come down the elevator with your perfect smooth hair, your perfect clear skin, your beautiful smiling eyes, I would never change a thing about you. I only want you forever, my queen. You will be the only thing and all I need to be happy. You have become my sole purpose in life. If there's no sign that you need to run, that is definitely a sign right then and there. Yeah. Because imagine what happens if you post that you have a new boyfriend, you're getting married, you got a baby on the way. Dude's going to be thinking, you know what? That should have been my baby. I'm going to unalive your teddy bear because I should be the only one to give you a teddy bear.
What? What the fuck?
I mean, he dropped close to 100K in quote unquote donations. You think he's not capable of doing something crazy like that? If you don't think so, think again. Baby, please answer me, my queen. Please don't leave me. I adore you, Ruby. You are all I need to be whole in life. I will never leave you or even look in the same direction of another girl. This, what he posted to show how much money he spent. He says, I even spent $30,000 more on you since we met because I thought we had something genuine and real. I will empty my bank account just to be with you. I will travel across the country just to randomly run into you again. I will never be over you. You are the love of my life. If I can't have you, nobody can. That's what he's saying. And see, most women, and I'm not trying to fault the ladies, but most women will receive all this money. They'll randomly run into the guy who sent the money, and they'll be thinking, oh, he's just a fan. He's just being nice. He's just a friend. A lot of guys do this. It's cool. No.
Would you say he's just a friend? Would you say he's just a friend?
He's not just a friend, ma'am. Ladies, if you're going to be doing things on social media, whether it be Facebook and you're just posting to people on your friends list, a content creator on YouTube, maybe even you do Instagram every now and then, and you take pictures of stuff like being a photographer, doing photography of mountains and whatnot. You don't know who is on the other side of the screen watching you, looking at you, admiring your work. It could be a weirdo. And then once we start receiving donations, whether it be through OnlyFans, YouTube, what have you, it's real easy to think, okay, people are giving me money because they're admiring my work, not even fathoming or thinking that this person is giving me money, and in Ruby Rose's situation, giving her close to 100K because this guy's obsessed. Right, sole purpose, yikes, exactly. It's real easy for someone to be obsessed. And I once saw a video on YouTube where someone only had 3 subscribers. It was a woman who was a content creator. She had 3 subscribers and she was being stalked. Only 3 subscribers and she was being stalked. because you don't know what someone has in their mind. You don't know how crazy they are. You know nothing about these people. They're strangers. There definitely should be a healthy boundary between you and people who you're creating content for. And once you start seeing red flags like she saw with randomly running into the dude that sent you $65,000, randomly running into your fan, the likelihood that you randomly bump into someone is very slim unless you have like millions of followers. So when he said that he will empty his bank account, travel across the country just to randomly run into you again, he didn't randomly run into you. He knew where you were going to be, because the stalkers are out there and people are crazy. You'd be surprised. So he says, my perfect little princess, you are stunning. You are a breath of fresh air in a world that is so dark and so cold. You are the sun to my thunderstorm, the spurt of luck in my day, blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on and on. And with this one-sided conversation, he posted himself getting her face tattooed on his leg to show his quote-unquote commitment. He says, I have a surprise to show you, my commitment, and then a ring emoji. A ring emoji. Now it's time to start being, you should have been concerned from the get-go, but you want to be even more concerned when dude is changing stuff about his body to appease you. You should have been saw the red flags, okay, and then had a boundary put up. But just the fact that dude is doing all that, yeah, it's beyond red flag at this point. Ruby Rose is 26. This dude is probably 40 plus. Men online have said they want someone who's younger and this and that and blah, blah, blah. To me, it's really weird. Surprise, what do you think? It took almost 3 hours. Yeah. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. Yep, that's what we doing. That's what we doing. I'm willing to bet she aired him out for safety purposes, not to humble brag, because I'm sure she likes having the money. She wants the money. But I think this dude got beyond weird, like celebrities, social media influencers, they're used to people being weird. But this guy definitely crossed the line, especially because he randomly bumped into her in real life on purpose, of course. And the fact that he's giving all this money and he's talking crazy. She probably put it out there in case he tries something. What do you all think? Would you, after seeing all this and he's giving you $92,000 and he can, and there's other text messages that have been put out there, he can afford it. All he wants is for her to respond with a hey or a hello, and he'll give more and more money. He can afford it. What do you all think? If you were a man, you being a man or a woman, whoever's listening, would you all keep entertaining this guy who's giving all this money? Even though he's pulling up on you, he's got the resources to pull up on you, he has pulled up on you, would you continue to entertain him? Or would you block him, air him out like Ruby Rose did and let him go? Let me know what you all think. I'm sure there's a lot of people who would say, I'd take the money.